Hello children, welcome to my channel Calculus. Now we will study some theorems. Theorem 1.5. Let x be a rational number whose decimal expansion terminates. Then s can be expressed in the form p by q, where p and q are co-prime, and the prime factorization of q is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, where n and m are non-negative integers. Non-negative means positive integers. Then let x be a rational number whose decimal expansion terminates. We know that a number's decimal expansion terminates, it is a rational number. So let s be a rational number whose decimal expansion terminates. Then x can be expressed in the form p by q, where p and q are co-prime. Co-prime means that p and q are in its lowest form. P by q is in lowest form, and there exists no common factor other than 1 in p and q. That is, p and q are co-prime, means the HCF of p and q is always 1. So p and q are co-prime means there exists no common factor between p and q. And the prime factorization of q is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. If we prime factorize the denominator q, that is of the form 2 raised to n and 5 raised to m. That is 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. 2 and 5 are prime numbers, that is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, where n and m are positive integers. Then let us take some examples. 3 by 8. And we can divide 3 divided by 8. 3 is less than 8. So quotient we put decimal, it becomes 30. Then how many times 8 3s are 24. Then remainder 6. Again 0, 60. Then how many times 8 7s are 56. Then 4. Then 0. Then 5. That is 40. That we know. But 3 by 8. 3. Then prime factorization. This is one way. Then prime factorization 8. 8 we can prime factorize 2, then 4, then 2, 2, 2, 1. That is 2 into 2 into 2. That means 2 cube. 3 divided by 2 cube. That is the power of 2. 2 cube is there. Then 2 into 5 is 10. That we know. 2 cube is here in the denominator. So we multiply both numerator and denominator with a 5 cube. That is 3 into 5 cube divided by 2 cube into 5 cube, which equal to 3 into 5 cube is 5 into 5 into 5. 5 into 5, 25. 25 into 5, 125. Then divided by 2 cube into 5 cube. A cube into b cube is ab the whole cube. So 2 into 5 the whole cube. That equal to 125 into 3. What you get? 3 5s are 15. 1 here. 3 2s are 6 plus 1 7. 3 into 1 3. 375. Divided by 2 into 5 10. 10 cube. That means 375 divided by 1000. 10 cube is 1000. So when dividing with 1000, 3 places move. The decimal moves on 3 places left. That is 1, 2, 3. That means it is 0.375. When dividing we also get 0.375. So in this way we get 0.375, and which is terminating decimal. That is 3 by 8 equal to 0.375, and which is a terminating decimal. 3 by 8 can be written in the form, that is 8. 8 is the denominator. That denominator 2 cube 5 cube. That form we write, and we get the decimal expansion is terminating. Then another example, 7 by 80. In this way 7 divided by 80 we can factorize. 80 to 40, then to 20, again to 10, then to 5, then 5 outside 1. That is 2 raised to 4. 2 raised to 4 into 5. So here 2 raised to 4 and only 5 is there. 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 4 we want. So only one 5 is there. So we need to multiply 5 cube, both numerator and denominator. So here 7 into 5 cube divided by 2 raised to 4 into 5 into 5 cube is 5 raised to 4. A raised to m into a raised to n is a raised to m plus n. So 5 raised to 1 into 5 raised to 3 means 5 raised to 4. So this we can write 7 into 5 into 5 are 25. 25 into 5 is 125. That we write divided by 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 4 is 2 into 5 the whole raised to 4. So 125 into 7. 7 5s are 35, 3 here, 7 2s are 14 plus 3, 17, 1 here, 7 into 1, 7 plus 1, 8. So 875 divided by 2 into 5, 10, 10 raised to 4, which means 875 divided by 10 to the power 4, that is 10,000. So dividing with the 10,000, 4 zeros are there. So 4 places the decimal moves on left. That is 1, 2, 3 on another 0, then 0.0875. This is also a terminating decimal. And one more example, 13 divided by 125. So we can write 13 divided by 13 is a prime number. So 125 we can prime factorize. Then 3 is not a factor. So 5, 2 times 10, 25, 5. Then 5, 5, again 5, 1. So 13 divided by 5, how many times? 3 times, 5 cube. So here 5 cube is there. So 2 cube we multiply both numerator and denominator. 13 into 2 cube divided by 5 cube into 2 cube. That is 13 into 2 cube is 8 divided by 5 into 2 the whole cube. 13 into 8, 8 3s are 24, 8 into 1, 8 plus 2, 10 divided by 10 cube. That is 104 divided by 1000. 3 places move left, 0.104. So this also a terminating decimal. So in these examples we can see that it is of the form 2 raised to n, 5 raised to m, and that decimal expansion terminates. That is, this theorem holds. Okay. Then next theorem 1.6. Let x equal to p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is of the form 2 raised to n, 5 raised to m, where n, m are non-negative integers. Then s has a decimal expansion which terminates. If any rational number is of the form p by q, where q is the denominator, that can be written in the form 2 raised to n, 5 raised to m, then that decimal expansion terminates, that we know. So 2 raised to n, 5 raised to m, where n and m are non-negative integers, that means positive integers. Then s has a decimal expansion which terminates. So here also we can take some examples. 1 by 7. So 1 divided by 7. Then we know that 1 is less than 7. So putting decimal 10, 1 times 7, then 3 remainder, again 0, 3, 30. Then 4 times 28, 2 remainder, again 0, 20. Then 2 times 14. Then 6, 0. How many times? 8 times 56. Then again 40. Then 5 times 35. Then 5 remainder, 50. Then 7 times 49. Then 1 remainder, then 10. Then again these numbers repeating. So this is non-terminating recurring, 0.142857. This 7 is a prime number, so cannot be written in the form 2 raised to n, 5 raised to n. Next example, the same example we take the previous theorem, that is 3 by 8. 3 by 8 we can write, that is 8 is the denominator, that is 2 cube. Then 2 cube we multiply both numerator and denominator with 5 cube divided by 2 cube into 5 cube. That is 3 into 125 divided by 2 into 5 the whole cube. That is 125 into 3 is 375 divided by 10 cube, which means 0.375. And this is a terminating decimal. But here it is a non-terminating recurring decimal. So from these two examples we can say that the denominator, if the denominator can be written in the form 2 raised to n, 5 raised to n, then that fraction or that rational number terminates. The denominator cannot be expressed in the form 2 raised to n, 5 raised to n, then that rational number is non-terminating. That is, the theorem says let x equal to p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. Then n and m are positive integers. Then x has a decimal expansion which terminates. That is, the denominator can be written 2 raised to n 5 raised to m form. Then that expansion is terminating, and it cannot be written in that form. It is non-terminating. Okay. Next theorem, theorem 1.7. Let x equal to p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is not of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, where n and m are non-negative integers. Then x has a decimal expansion which is non-terminating recurring. So let x equal to p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is not of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. Then the previous theorem also we find out. Then now again we can write two rational numbers, that is 1 by 7 and 3 by 8. Then 1 by 7, 1 divided by 7, that is 0, then decimal 10, 1 times 7, then 3 remainder 30, 4 times 28, 2 remainder 20, 2 times 14, 6 remainder 60, 8 times 56, 4 remainder 40, 5 times 35, 5 remainder 50, 7 times 49, 1 remainder. That is, these numbers are repeating 1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7, 1. Then 3 by 8. 3 by 8 when dividing 0 points, then 30, then 4. Then 3 times 24, 6 remainder 60, then 7 times 56, 4 remainder 40, 5 times 40, 0 remainder. So it is 0.375. And this rational number 1 by 7, this denominator 7, we can't write in the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. Then this 8 can be written in the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. That is 3 by 8. We write 3 divided by 2 cube. Then multiplying both numerator and denominator with a 5 cube. That is 5 cube divided by 2 cube into 5 cube. That equal to 3 into 125 divided by 2 into 5, 10, 10 cube. That equal to 375 divided by 1000, which is equal to 0.375. That we know. The previous theorem also we do. So 8 can be written in the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m this way. And 7 cannot be written in the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. That is, in any rational number, if the denominator can be expressed in the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, that rational number is terminating. And if the denominator cannot be expressed in the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m, that denominator is non-terminating recurring. That is, the theorem says x is equal to p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is not of the form 2 raised to n 5 raised to m. Then the decimal expansion which is non-terminating recurring. Now 3 theorems we learn. From that we can conclude that a decimal expansion of a rational number is either terminating or non-terminating recurring. Okay. Then next is the last exercise of this chapter that we will do in the next class. Then if you enjoy this class, please like, subscribe and share. Okay. Thank you.